Today's segment is full of sharp accusations, political tension, and powerful language about law enforcement, immigration, hoaxes, and media narratives. In this lesson, we're going to decode every advanced phrase so you can understand this news with complete clarity. Subscribe for more lessons that teach English through real American political clips. Now let's begin.
Tracking movements on these apps that have proliferated across social...
Here's the first phrase from the clip. Proliferated across social media. Meaning, proliferated means to multiply, spread, or increase at a very fast, uncontrolled rate, especially across large networks of people. It suggests something growing so quickly that it becomes hard to contain or track. Context, they're saying that certain apps used to monitor movements have spread extremely fast all over social media platforms. Example, within hours, the rumor proliferated across social media and reached millions of users.
Now we have the official imprimatur of the House Oversight Committee on the Democratic side saying, this is a government operation. We want you to report on what you think is improper behavior on the part of...
Here's the next difficult phrase from the clip. House Oversight Committee on the Democratic side. Meaning, the House Oversight Committee is a powerful committee in the U.S. House of Representatives responsible for investigating government actions, agencies, federal employees, and public misconduct. They have authority to request documents, question officials, and hold hearings. On the Democratic side means the member speaking or referenced belongs to the Democratic Party members of that committee. Context, the anchor criticizes a Democratic member of the House Oversight Committee for accusing ICE of improper conduct and pushing what he sees as politically motivated investigations. Example, the House Oversight Committee opened an investigation into the agency's actions.
Exactly, John. This looks like a one-stop shop for hoaxes, for smears, for lies against our law.
Here's the next phrase, a one-stop shop for hoaxes and smears, meaning a place that collects and spreads many false stories and reputation-damaging attacks all in one location. Context, she says the congressman's website is mainly used to spread lies and negative claims about law enforcement. Example, the page became a one-stop shop for hoaxes and smears.
This is a U.S. congressman. His job is to advance the interests of the American people.
Here's the next phrase, advance the interests of the American people, meaning to work in a way that benefits the country's citizens, especially through policies or decisions meant to improve public safety, economy, or national well-being. Context, she says a congressman's job is supposed to be helping Americans, but she believes he is doing the opposite. Example, leaders are expected to advance the interests of the American people, not their own agendas.
He continues to vilify our law enforcement.
Here's the next phrase, continues to vilify our law enforcement, meaning vilify means to speak about someone as if they are evil, corrupt, or immoral, even if that portrayal is exaggerated or unfair. It implies repeated, intentional demonization. Context, she argues that the congressman is repeatedly portraying officers as villains. Example, some activists vilify police officers to push their political message.
He's really putting politics ahead of public safety.
Next, let's examine the phrase, putting politics ahead of public safety, meaning this means choosing political gain, party loyalty, or ideological agendas over the safety and protection of citizens. It implies prioritizing personal political benefit instead of the welfare of the public. Context, she accuses the congressman of focusing on political optics instead of keeping people safe. Example, he was criticized for putting politics ahead of public safety during the crisis.
If he cared about public safety, he would be tracking these rampant vehicle rammings against our law enforcement by violent agitators and by...
Here's a next highly complex phrase, rampant vehicle rantings by violent agitators, meaning rampant spreading uncontrollably and excessively. Agitators, people who stir up trouble, provoke chaos or encourage disorder, vehicle rantings, aggressive actions, or loud disruptive behavior involving vehicles. Often reckless or threatening. Together, the phrase means widespread dangerous or chaotic behavior involving vehicles, caused by people intentionally creating disturbance. Context, she claims violent groups are causing uncontrolled and dangerous incidents in vehicles. Example, rampant actions by agitators led to multiple street disruptions.
Instead, this is another fundraising ploy for this individual.
Now let's analyze the phrase, fundraising ploy. Meaning, a ploy is a clever, manipulative tactic used to trick or persuade people. So a fundraising ploy means using a dramatic issue or event as a strategic tactic to raise money, often by emotionally manipulating supporters. Context, she claims the congressman is exploiting the issue to collect donations. Example, the alarming statement was seen as a fundraising ploy to attract donors. Now let's listen to the entire clip without any interruption.
We've already heard about opponents of ICE and their operations, tracking movements on these apps that have proliferated across social media. Now we have the official imprimatur of the House Oversight Committee on the Democratic side saying, this is a government operation. We want you to report on what you think is improper behavior on the part of ICE and other federal agents. What do you make of this?
Exactly, John. This looks like a one-stop shop for hoaxes, for smears, for lies against our law enforcement. This is a U.S. congressman. His job is to advance the interests of the American people, and he's doing anything but that. He continues to vilify our law enforcement. He's really putting politics ahead of public safety. If he cared about public safety, he would be tracking these rampant vehicle rammings against our law enforcement by violent agitators and by the aliens themselves. The criminal legal, what the crimes are against the American people. Instead, this is another fundraising ploy for this individual, and this is a way for him to get on MSNBC. We already have Blue Sky and MSNBC for this one-stop shop for smears. We don't need any more tax.
Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure you subscribe for more real English lessons explained through American political clips. I'll see you in the next video.